Hi. Yes, you're obnoxious and I love you. Oh no! Did I forget to put a battle board? I forgot to pick a battle board.
Pick Ghost. Okay, pick Ghost. Okay, pick Ghost.
You want to pick Goes? Alright, you can pick Goes. What a tilt. No battle boards. I'm so tilted right now. I have to play on this ugly, bland board. I hope all of y'all are tilted for me. Like another Candles player here. Which one do you want? Point at it. I don't know what's happening. Oh, you... My goes. So, something that's worth noting is that Dreamweaver Ancient can only generate cards that actually exist, and since it explicitly says it creates wild troops, it can't generate non-wild troops. Right on time 2-drop. I'm actually going to play this instead of the Boltwing because I want to be able to threaten to flip this. This is worse against Flame Barrage, though, I guess. Worse against Flame Barrage for sure. I really appreciate what Hex.tcg browser does, but it fucking annoys me to no end that their site is all frames. Like, I really wish I could right-click on a thing and be like, open in a new tab, please, and like have it work. That would be really nice. Bricking on the shard, drawing another 5-drop feels bad. Yeah, Clambake is gone. I never got to bake any clams. Poor Bobby. It's such a tilt that they programmed so many of these cards to only be opposing, because, like, I would love to Sabretooth my bird here and just, like, light all their candles on fire. I believe we've probably missed for too long here to catch back up this game. So. This is gonna be 8. There's attacking with both of these. I don't want to champ power this yet because of what I talked about earlier. If I actually give this the champion power, it's not going to generate a troop when it hits my opponent, which sucks. Whereas this could generate an 8/8. The old post-combat buff, you know? Hopefully we don't die here. Alright, so I hit that. Dreamweaver Ancient. It's just Dreamweaver Champion Power. Math is for blockers. So they could double block here, and then take 2 and have 2 candles left. Yep. Maybe I'm not supposed to champ power there, actually. Yeah, that was probably a mistake, right? Because they probably just trade a single candle anyways, and then I'm up a champ power. Yeah, if I was up a champ power here, I would just kill them here. Dead to Flame Lick. We should have left this back. Probably should have left this back. Yep. Must have make 5/5s. Yep. Oh, no, wait! It had a blink! Oh, no! It had a... Whoopsie! Ooh, alright. Got it out of my system. Crackling Magma seems great. I'm gonna cut these Sabretooths. Clicks a bit. Let's go. They killed my thing, which left me dead on board, but my thing had a gem that made a 1... Oh, and I forgot to put a battle board on, too. What a tilt. See, I'm so tilted from not having a battle board that I just can't even play. It's just the worst, really. If Fate Weaver resource to the top, hopefully get a Ruby to play one of these on, too. Tilt. We're just handing out extra wins to Candles players that are heading towards Cosmic, you know? Our hand's real slow on the play here. Lead on Feralfuel. Lead on the Fuelmaster here. Gives our other troops Gladiator 1 when they come down. Probably Fate Weave with this next turn unless we hit a non-slow shard, because we want to try and hit a non-slow shard. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this to hopefully hit a Ruby. That way we can Coiling Nebulax next turn. Cyan would be pretty scary here. Flame Lick, sure. Ding, ding, ding. So I get to do this. Play this Coiling Nebulax. I get to do it with my champ power. This is a 5/1 with speed and crush that says when it deals damage to my opponent, you get to create a rare portal. So it's pretty animated. All of these cards are animated. These cards, so people that aren't familiar with the portal mechanic, so portal cards create a card with a specific rarity, and then every single, at the start of every one of my turns, this transforms into a different card of the same rarity. So basically this is going to turn into a different rare at the start of my next turn. Yeah, yep. All the cards in Hex that do random generation always create things that are within your shards. Communion and Wax. We're definitely playing this. Putting down here. If I just put this guy out, I could champ power it for lethal next turn. It would deal double. No, it only deals 7. I just want to put this Dorko out. A little soft to removal. I'm going to put this guy out. Comes into play, I get charges equal to his power. You can make this an 8/8 and attack next turn, generate another rare portal. Assuming they don't have one more candle plus Wrath of the Elements. I guess they could also have played. Yeah, they could have Flame Lick at this point too, or whatever. Not Flame Lick, the Flame Barrage could kill this. Those are some big, large candles. That being said, they're dead if they attack, right? I get to go this. Alright, so that's a good conservative attack for my opponent. I like that. Non-elemental troops. Yep, that's useful. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. This is coming across for 16. This is 21 altogether, so they're going to have to block with both their candles. We're going to do an Illuminate card here. I think I'm just supposed to ship and make them have it here. So pretty likely to have it. Guess we shouldn't have punted game 1. Crackling Magma, comically bad at this stage of the game. Actually dead to Flame Lick this time. Again, push. Let's try that again, shall we? Right. It'd be nice if this thing auto-scrolled down to the deck you have selected. Or if it like had it highlighted at the top. Everyone's having a great Friday wherever you're in the world. Thanks for stopping. Oh, Battleboard. Battleboard. Think there. Thoomfish, you the real MVP. You the real MVP. Let's get a... I have a default one selected, right? Ship. All right. This feels like a castle Battleboard deck. It's something that's like an updated variation of what we had last season. We can play that a little bit later after this deck. I like to play 2 to 3 matches with each deck before we rotate. We can have that be the last thing we close out with today. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it's doing some powerful things. Any rate, thank you everyone for hanging out here today. I really do appreciate it. You know, there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for choosing to spend your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Hex Shards of Fate today. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those support myself financially directly so I can spend more time playing games like this here on stream and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. Inked Gaming would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats and mouse pads. They do accessories for physical card games as well, like sleeves and binders. And HexPrimal.com would love to buy and sell Hex TCG singles with you. Probably going to be buying some Hex cards at some point anyway, so do it with Hex Primal and save 5% on your orders there with code Jeff5. And know how to destroy it. I don't know if we're going to play that today. Maybe next time. I think I'd rather play the Furiko deck. There's a 57 shard combo deck that uses ice to abuse, to find 3 cards to execute a 3-card combo. It just like instant folds to like any piece of removal. It's adorable, but it instant folds any piece of removal. You have a cheap shot? Gosh, main deck cheap shot. What a kick in the dick. Probably playing the Judge Burgle list. Monster told him to play main deck cheap shots. What kind of monster told you to play main deck cheap shots, opponent? Grrr, Boltwing. Alright, so they have Hero Fall up here. So I think because they have Hero Fall up, I'm not going to play the Wildfire. I'm going to go Feralfuel Packhunter Outlaw since I drew another 2-drop. Yep, there's the Hero Fall. Sweet. I think if I hadn't drawn another 2, I'd still have run the Surging Wildfire out there, but because I drew a second 2 and got to go 2-2, I think that felt pretty reasonable. Twilight Justice, yep. So this says whatever they verdict, they get to pick the outcome of that verdict. No, don't make my troops smaller. Rude. I liked my cards. Don't make me discard random cards. That's going to be really bad against the second Hero Fall here, since we drew a second one. Oh, they'd have died to a Wild Shard though, right? No, it would have only been +6. It'd be at 2. Verdict is especially nasty when the opponent gets to choose the outcome. Alright, so they discarded a card. Okay. +1/+1 and come back to my hand. They're still dead, right? No, they're almost. So this is gonna die on my turn when the Gladiator flips back around. They're dead to a wild, right? Wild threshold means I get to champ power this for lethal. Thing. Champ power. And then when this attacks, it's gonna trigger and deal 6 directly to them. Alright, so control matchup. This is a Brosi-Buk matchup. Their deck has a few constants in it, right? Is this Arcing Winds matchup? On my way to the next bit badge. Thank you for the cheer, Mikey. I do appreciate it. This is probably an okay Arcing Winds matchup, right? Union Wax is a good way to just get them randomly. I'm gonna cut a Nebulax and bring in an Arcing Winds. Maybe I don't want. Maybe I want that. Maybe I don't. I'm not actually sure. This. We don't mind. Probably don't want to draw 2 of this card ever, but drawing the first one's probably fine. I guess they're the one that like lets them draw cards. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Let's do that. See how that feels. See how it feels. Surging Wildfire is just so good. You get to just like randomly kill people with Wax Wildfire in this deck that I don't think I want to cut them. Even just like Wildfire champ power is just so powerful. And like Wildfire lives through Massacre too, so I think it's worth just keeping all 4 in. Like, I'm pro trimming 4-ofs against Hero Fall decks where, like, they're not super high impact, but, like, Surging Wildfire is a really high impact card that I just want to draw absolutely every single game. Just every game, if I could have a Surging Wildfire on 4 almost, I'd be pretty happy. This deck play. Oh, I forgot to put the... Oh, is my visual deck list thing? Did it die? What happened? It should be on screen. Fine. What's the deal? What's the deal? There, why isn't it showing up? Weird. I literally just pointed it back to the same source and it popped up. To answer your question, yes, I'm on a couple. Couple, 2, 3. Lots of slow stuff. Which this deck has 8 slow shards in it, which might be a touch too many. It's possible you might want to cut a couple ice, but like this deck, we getting double cheap shotted. That's defensive. This deck really wants to hit what's the word I'm searching for? It really wants to hit double wild and double ruby on 4. So I think conservatively you want to play the 8 duels. I would cut ice before I cut slow duels from this deck. Sure. You're lucky again. What a tilt. Alright, so they're leaving Feralfuel here, it looks like. Left up here. Okay, so I think that means I'm just going to Wildfire here anyways. One of these is getting killed. Go along Wildfire, get to crack them for 3. Probably see a chump block here. No, I don't think so. I feel like the decks Loki of the pack it's good against are decks that are good at blocking. And this deck already does a lot of things that make blocking not fantastic between, like, the Champion Power and Communion and Wax. So, like, I don't feel like I need another thing to make blocking bad against me. I mean, you just played a 2/6, so I guess I'll sacrifice my guy. We'll go Dreamweaver, Champ Power, Smash next turn. That's true. Yep. No more Trixie. This thing's got crushed. So they could throw. Yep. They're throwing away 2 guys. I guarantee I don't get a thing. This guy, when he deals damage to my opponent, I get to summon a random wild troop with cost equal to the damage dealt. So if this would have gotten any damage through it, would have gotten value. Now my opponent is my Dreamweaver Ancient to generate value for them, so that's probably the end of the game. Yeah. Get in. 3rd game on the play. I'm really not sure that I want these Arcing Winds in my deck. I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. Honestly, maybe just leaving in a couple of Sabretooths is fine. Like, they don't have a ton of troops, but, like, this is a threat in the late game. Nah, these are probably... It's a bit... Back. Just run it back, shall we? Do. First... Seems really terrible, right? It's like got 2 Surging Wildfires in it, doesn't have a play till very late. It's fine. There's a couple of resources, but it's fine otherwise. Play Blood Shard on 1 and Cheap Shot of Righteous Outlaw, and I'll sink slowly into my chair. Hey, that doesn't kill my Righteous Outlaw. God's bless. Okay. We just draw resources for the next 4 turns, please. 3 turns. We just got to go 3, 4, 5. I'd be super excited. Be fantastic for us. Yep. Jim. That's kind of a beating for this deck. And we bricked. It's probably the game. This deck's probably not very good. It doesn't seem particularly good. One of the things I wanted to get out of my system. Yeah, sure. Phantom. Daybreak. If I miss again next turn, I'm just gonna concede. Get to something else. Alright, let's try the Furry Codex, shall we?